welcome to the weekly update. This is season 4, episode 1, August 27th. I'm Jason Payne.
And I'm Zach Fuller, and I just want to thank everybody for your patience and your understanding and flexibility during this difficult time in the history of our community and our nation. As you know, Dr. Hacker, our superintendent, made the recommendation to move to fully virtual education, and the board unanimously approved that recommendation. We know that this situation is not ideal. It's not ideal for us, and it's not ideal for families, and it's certainly not ideal for kids. And that all of us are going to have to be flexible in order to provide the best school experience that preserves the best of STMS for all of our middle schoolers. I remind you all to check out our virtual family guide at www.tinyurl.com/STMSVFG. I speak for everybody at the middle school when I say that we can't wait to see everybody back together again. But until then, if you have questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me, to Mr. Payne, either by email or 215-233-6070. Hang in there, everybody, and stay safe.
And for new news, the first day of school is Tuesday, September 8th. School will begin with homeroom at 7:45 and will end at 2:40 per the family guide linked above. In the newsletter next week, students will receive guidance on how to log in for the first day of school.
Hack is open and schedules are on the way. Our home access center is open to parents. You can see your student schedule in there if you'd rather wait for the mail. Those schedules are on their way to you as we speak. When you get the schedule and the letter that I've mailed along with it, please review them carefully and please reach out to our main office, again at 215-233-6070 with any questions or concerns that you might have.
And a message from the 6th grade team was sent out yesterday. You will receive your class schedule soon, and the 6th grade team recorded an introductory video. And we look forward to having you and having a great year. And if you didn't get yesterday's message, the video is linked in today's newsletter as well.
All right, so we've had a lot of questions about supply pickup and locker access, and we've worked that out for you. All students should come to the middle school bus loop on either Wednesday, September 2nd between 4 and 7 p.m., or Thursday, September 3rd between 8 and 11 a.m. to pick up supplies. Every one of our students is having a bag packed. They actually just came in today with supplies that have textbooks, Chromebooks, and everything else you need from school to use in a virtual environment. That bag will have your name on it, and we will pass you that bag through an open car window. If you're away on vacation, there's been some questions. Can somebody else pick up your bag? Yes, absolutely, they can. No, you don't have to let us know who that's going to be. They just drive up and say your name, and we hand them the bag. Returning students who still need to access their lockers, if you still have stuff in your locker, then you can also use this time to access your locker. And we're going to have somebody available with the locker key just in case you forgot your combination over the last 6 months. So we will have access to lockers and supply pickup again on September 2nd and September 3rd. The times are down in the newsletter for your reference. Mr. Payne.
The virtual open house will be held for 6th graders and all new students beginning at 10:30 a.m. on Thursday, September 3rd. The open house will begin with remarks from the admin team and conclude with an opportunity to meet with your students' teachers in the virtual classroom. There's a link in the newsletter for accessing the virtual open house.
Okay, and that is also, that room has a password. We put the password down in the newsletter for you too. Students have had all of their passwords reset on their Chromebooks. This is an annual reset that we do every year, and it guarantees that all of our expired accounts are reactivated, and it ensures that kids have the ability to use all the district resources that they might need. There's a link in our newsletter with directions for how to access your student account now that the password has been reset. It's going to give you what that password is for your student. Just click the link and follow the directions, and you guys should be golden. If it doesn't work out, our social studies teachers are going to take care of that with students during the first week of school.
And if you need tech assistance, there's a reference guide that's been made by many members of our tech department, and that is linked in the newsletter below.
Okay. We have several new teachers. Their names are in the letter that's coming to you in the mail, but I did want to welcome them to the middle school here in this space. We've made some really great hires over the summer. I'm actually really proud of this very large and very talented class that we're bringing to STMS. So the first person is somebody who's been in the district for a while, Miss Yumela Kent, who was a Spanish teacher at the high school and worked with our 8th graders here at the middle school, has decided to come full-time over here at the middle school. So Mrs. Kent will be joining us. She's going to teach the new world cultures class in the 6th grade, and she'll continue that Spanish class for our 8th graders. Ms. Shelley Fox is going to come on board as our new certified school nurse. As you know, Nurse McNally retired last year, and so Shelley is taking over, and by all accounts is wonderful, organized, friendly, helpful, and she'll take care of you. We hired 2 new excellent and talented special ed teachers, Mia Heller and Megan McFarland, and they'll be joining our faculty this fall as well. They are both outside hires and both wonderful picks for our special ed department. Mr. Kevin Clancy, who you might remember if you have some older children at the middle school, was Mr. John Waters' student teacher a couple of years back. He went to teach in Maryland, and he's returning to us now as a full-time math teacher at the middle school. Mrs. Evans, some people will recognize, especially those of you coming to us from Erdenheim. She's been at Erdenheim for the last 5 years, and she is rejoining the middle school as a math teacher in our 8th grade primarily. Mrs. Megan Conley rose to the top with flying colors of our science department interviews, and she is going to be taking over science classes across grade levels, and we really look forward to her starting. And then, of course, if you've been around the middle school for the past 2 years, you know Mrs. Pellegrini. She was our digital citizenship teacher last year and the year before. She split that role with the high school where she taught business, but she's opted to come over to the middle school full-time. She's going to teach digital citizenship and social studies. And so that's 8 people for those of you who are counting. And we're really excited to have this large and talented class join us at the middle school, and I can't wait to get started with them both virtually and hopefully soon in fully live environment. I will say in this space that I miss you all. I hope to see you all soon, and I want you to stay safe, wear a mask, and let's stop this pandemic in its tracks. Mr. Payne?
You said it all.
All right. Have a great afternoon.